I go find anywhere that there are populations of young kids or parents of young kids,
Right.
and I work with them. So I go to preschools, daycares, community centers, pediatrician office, whatever, and I say to them, I'll provide this program at no charge to you and at no charge to your parents because I'm a nonprofit.
Right.
You just recruit the parents and provide the physical space. And so it's a 6-session program. They get binders, they get snacks, and it's all designed to basically empower parents to raise healthy eaters, because the
Right.
secret is not knowing that you should be eating vegetables. Everyone knows that. It's how do you
Right.
parent around food?
Right.
So I'm 2 years into the process. Most of my programs, at least half, are in Spanish. So it tends to be recent immigrant, underserved. A lot of these parents are cooking. They're a lot more nutrition savvy than you might think. And family is really such a big value for them that they're investing. I talk a lot to parents. I say, everything you do around food, how you parent, what you say, is sending a message to your children, whether you realize it or not. And once you start to unpack it, a lot of times parents don't realize that it's not sending the message that they want. So if we're sitting at the dinner table and everybody has a screen, the message is, whether even if it's just the parents or just the kids, that family is not enough. We need more entertainment, that we don't value each other enough to sit here for 15 minutes and not be staring at our screens. You look at cultures like Italy and France where kids sit down to a meal with their teachers for an hour. My stepdaughter once had her lunch was at 9:15 in the morning for 20 minutes. Like, what are we telling our kids, like, about the value of food and community? Teachers College was really always the only choice for me because I really wanted to meld the science with the service. I knew going in day one that I didn't want to be a clinical dietitian. I wanted to do almost like a public health element. And I love the philosophy of Teachers College. I think there's a lot more of a feeling of giving back and service than at a lot of other schools. And really, I'm doing what I'm doing today because of my time here. My nonprofit, Better Beginnings, was my master's thesis. It was my master's program that I developed. And I don't think I realized at the time that it would turn into my life. But when I was done with school and I was looking for jobs, I was working with someone who said, give me your top 10 list of nonprofit organizations you'd want to work for. And I looked and I said, no one is doing what I feel passionately about. And because of my master's thesis, that's what I felt passionately about. And I ended up piling it and turning it into a nonprofit. And 2 years later, I've run 27 programs and touched hundreds of lives, really all because of that master's thesis. I mean, it would never have happened without that.